In this video we are going to discuss about celiac trunk. So actually from where the celiac trunk is coming, it is coming from the abdominal aorta. For example, let us draw a small diagram. This is abdominal aorta. Then from its first part here you will get the celiac trunk. From its lower part here you will get the superior mesenteric artery. And from here the lower part you will get the inferior mesenteric artery. So first part celiac trunk, second part superior mesenteric artery, third part inferior mesenteric artery. So actually it is coming from the vertical position of the abdominal aorta, and you should know that the celiac trunk supplies the foregut, whereas the superior mesenteric artery supplies the midgut and the inferior mesenteric artery supplies the hindgut. Okay, so now let us start our discussion on the celiac trunk. Celiac trunk namely have three terminal branches. Okay, so what are those three terminal branches? First let us write down note down them so that you will have a clear idea. So the first terminal branch is left gastric artery. Okay, and the second terminal branch is hepatic artery, and the third terminal branch is splenic artery. So now by means of diagram let us understand this. So for that first we need to draw the stomach. So okay, this is the stomach. Now let us draw the arteries. So first here you have your celiac trunk. Actually, as I said, the celiac trunk are coming from the ventral side of abdominal aorta. So if you cut them in a transverse section, then it will look like this. Okay, so this is the celiac trunk. First let us understand it and next we'll label it. So this is the celiac trunk. So from the celiac trunk, as I said, will come the three terminal branches. The first terminal branch is left gastric artery. Okay, and the next terminal branch is splenic artery. Okay, and the next terminal branch is common hepatic artery. So now let us see the branches of this arteries. So first artery, as I said, is the left gastric artery, right? So this left gastric artery have actually it gives esophageal branches. You can see here, this is esophagus, right? So it will give the esophageal branches. So let us write it down here. So left gastric artery will give esophageal branches. So okay, we have drawn this. Okay, now coming to the splenic artery. Splenic artery will give short gastric artery and also the left gastroepiploic artery. What is this? I'll mention it later. Okay, first understand. This is the splenic artery. It is giving short gastric artery and also the left gastroepiploic artery. So we will write it down over here. What is that? Splenic artery. Splenic artery is giving two branches. One is the short gastric artery and the other one is left gastroepiploic. So why to give this artery epiploic name? You can remember like it is near to epiploic foramen. Just for example I am saying. Okay, left gastroepiploic artery. Why short gastric artery? Because they are really short. Okay, so we are done with splenic artery branches. So first we have said there are three terminal branches for celiac trunk. What are those? Left gastric artery, hepatic artery, splenic artery. I have also showed them in diagram. First this is left gastric artery, this is splenic artery, this is hepatic artery. Okay, now we are discussing the branches which are given by them. So first the left gastric artery will give esophageal branch. Next the splenic artery will give short gastric artery as a branch and also left gastroepiploic artery. Now let us come to hepatic artery. Actually this is a common hepatic artery. This common hepatic artery is in turn divided into two branches. Okay, what are the names of these two branches? This is the proper hepatic artery and this is the gastroduodenal artery. Why gastroduodenal artery? You can see clearly here. This is between the gastrum, means stomach, and duodenum. So hence the name gastroduodenal artery. And this gastroduodenal artery is in turn giving two branches. One is, you can see here, this is right gastroepiploic artery. So before, don't confuse for this, before we have said the splenic artery is giving left gastroepiploic artery. Okay, in the hepatic artery you have two branches, gastroduodenal artery, proper hepatic artery. Gastroduodenal artery of the hepatic artery is giving right gastroepiploic artery, and the other one is pancreatic. Other one is, this one is superior pancreatico-duodenal artery. Okay, so I'll mention them later, don't worry. First we'll draw the diagram. Okay, now the common hepatic artery is divided into gastroduodenal artery. It is in turn divided into right gastroepiploic artery and superior pancreatico-duodenal artery. Done. Now we'll go to this side. So this side here you have proper hepatic artery. So this proper hepatic artery is giving one branch towards this side, and this is right gastric artery. So left gastric artery is directly coming from, you can see the left gastric artery, it's directly coming from the celiac trunk, but the right gastric artery is coming from the, you can see here clearly, it is coming from the proper hepatic artery, okay, which is in turn coming from common hepatic artery. Okay, and this proper hepatic artery is in turn dividing into the right and left hepatic arteries. Okay, so this is right side, this is left side. Okay, let me mention, this is right side, this is left side. Okay, so right hepatic artery, left hepatic artery. This right hepatic artery is in turn giving another artery, that is cystic artery. Cystic artery for, gallbladder. Okay, so now let us mention everything. Before that we will fill these blanks. So first, splenic artery divided into gastric artery, left gastroepiploic artery. Hepatic artery, this is, you can write here, common hepatic artery. Okay, common hepatic artery is in turn divided into gastroduodenal artery, right, and hepatic proper artery. Okay, now let us see the subdivisions. This gastroduodenal artery is in turn divided into right gastroepiploic, okay, short form I'm writing, and one more is what, superior pancreatico-duodenal artery. Okay, next coming to hepatic artery proper. Hepatic artery proper is in turn divided into the right gastric artery, and one more thing is, we discuss here this one, that is the hepatic artery, right and left hepatic artery. And in this again, the right hepatic artery is giving cystic artery. Okay, so now let us mention everything. So this is celiac trunk. Okay, first we'll write this. This is celiac trunk. From the celiac trunk you are getting left gastric artery. Okay, left gastric artery is giving esophageal branches here. Okay, next coming to splenic artery. This is splenic artery. Splenic artery is giving short gastric artery and left gastroepiploic artery. Okay, and next coming to this one, this is common hepatic artery. This common hepatic artery is divided into gastroduodenal artery. Okay, and this gastroduodenal artery is in turn divided into right gastroepiploic and superior pancreatico-duodenal artery. Okay, now coming to this side, this is hepatic artery proper. Okay, this hepatic artery proper is divided in right and left hepatic artery, and this right hepatic artery is divided into cystic artery, which is supplying gallbladder. So by this we have covered all the blood supply of the stomach. I hope you have understood it. Once let us draw a flow chart like thing to end up this session. Okay. So celiac trunk, 3 terminal branches, left gastric, splenic, hepatic. Okay, left gastric divided into esophageal branch, right? Only one thing. Okay, splenic divided into 2, short gastric, one more is left gastroepiploic. Okay, next coming to hepatic. Hepatic is divided into hepatic proper, gastroduodenal. Okay, gastroduodenal is in turn divided into 2, right gastroepiploic and one more is superior pancreatico-duodenal. Okay, next hepatic proper is divided into right hepatic, left hepatic. Right hepatic is giving cystic artery. That's it. So if you remember this flow chart like thing, even without diagram, of course you need to see diagram for practice, but later you can remember this flow chart in brain to understand the everything, recalling everything, arteries of celiac trunk, branches of celiac trunk.